Just go crypto investing, bell notification, like the channel, subscribe and share to get that truth and information you need and come to expect and deserve from the #1 YouTube influencer on cryptocurrency and blockchain technology and XRP and breaking news here on social media. Remember the bell notification and comment down below, and more importantly, like to help spread the message and truth and get YouTube's algorithm to promote this valuable group to get more and more people educated. And like we were telling you on the last video, I had a way to tell you how to make money in a bull market pullback, right? Without, or even a bear market, without selling your crypto, without using leverage, without using call or put options in a time of a pullback to try to accumulate some extra cash and to turn it into more crypto. And I'm going to show you how I'm doing that right now, right? But you can see what we've had going on here, as we know, with our industry exclusive purchasing tool that we made exclusively YouTube famous, right? With our super simple and easy technical analysis, we've been on this rising channel, right? After our last great big pump right here, we had a big run up, right? That peaked out in late February up here at around 51 to 52,000. Then we had a long consolidation from February 24 all the way, or February, my bad, excuse me, from about February 15th on the last pump up here. And then we consolidated straight sideways in a tight constricting range until about the 26th of February. Then we had a huge pump from about 51,600 all the way up in a few short days to 64,000, nearing an all-time high. And from this last wick up, this candle right here in the daily time frame, this last big exuberant orgasmic candle, we've been in this rising channel ever since with that decreasing volume, bullish continuation pattern, but bearish reversal pattern at the top, as you often see a rounding top, as you notice here in the daily time frame. Bam. As the buyers or the bulls become exhausted and the sellers or the bears take over the market, and the price is going to come down in a correction and profit taking, and your first initial target is was 66,255, right? And there were several reasons that we had that there in a local time range, but in a bigger time range at 58,773 and 25 cents was your next major target, and was my major target initially. And if we go to the way zoomed out far back left machine that we haven't seen in a while, ladies and gentlemen, and you remember the bell notification, is we had the mountain double top here, and then sort of in the mean of the consolidation, both times, right? Both times was right about here, and that's why that's our major support and resistance. And if we can stay above that, that can be a bullish bounce on the way back down on a better than, with our industry exclusive measuring tool, a better than 19.91% pullback to the downside. That could be a nice spot for a bull market bounce and a big bull market consolidation, and then you can start to pump back up to the upside. Or you're going to fall back as we zoom out a little bit more into what is our bigger overall pattern that we've been in with. We're gonna make these bigger right now because this is the pattern we're talking about. This has been your pattern ever since we had the great series of symmetric, or series of bear flags after we had our mountain double top with a symmetrical triangle up here, or a rising wedge to be more precise. As you can see, we're wider at the beginning of this, and then we constrict and get narrow in a triangle formation at the peak, or the duck's beak of the triangle. And when it's in a rising fashion, they're bullish continuation patterns, but bearish reversal patterns at the top. Then at the bottom of this, we had the exact opposite, a falling wedge, which are bearish continuation patterns, but bullish reversal patterns at the bottom. And then we had another rising channel, and then we collapsed, and then we had a bear flag, right? The flag pull, and the flag pull, flag pull, flag, flag pull, right? Flag. And then after we bottomed out here with the last great big dump, we came into this recent pattern that we've been steadily in now ever since we started back here in November of 2022, the beginning of November of 22, all of 23, and now into 24. We've been into this rising wedge or rising channel because it's the same length or width at the bottom as it is at the top. These are bullish continuation patterns, but technically bearish reversal patterns at the top. And this could be the blow off localized regional top up here, right back here. And this is where everybody thought we were breaking bullish. And this would be the great market manipulating in the cryptocurrency sphere, where the price just so happens to breach a new all-time high, hit over 70,000 for the first time, breaks north in bullish fashion of this rising channel, looks to break the formation bullish, comes up, and then immediately in the next 3 to 4 weeks falls back through, fails major support at 56,000, which is the top end support also of this rising channel, breaks through that, and all of a sudden, in a quick blink of an eye, just like that, the manipulated, the criminal gangsters that orchestrate to fleece, heist, and shice the retail traders and investor. Before you know it, we go from 73, 74,000 all the way back down in a matter of a couple of short weeks to the bottom part of this rising channel, major lower support. And we're sitting down here at 45, 46,000, where the last time you knew it, we were at orgasmic all-time highs at 73,000, right? And if that was the case where they pulled the ultimate fleece heisting and shisting in a triple top, the technical target would be all the way back down here at about $22,339, right where you had multiple hits of support and resistance where this rising wedge or rising channel started, right? So that's what we're watching out for with the fleece heisting and shisting. And here's how I am with all the new ETFs that have come out. The dirty little secret that no one's talking about, and a way to make money without selling your stack, without using margin or leverage or getting into risky calls and puts. The way you can make money now with all the ETFs out there is you can see this is the Bitcoin ETF short, right? The inverse of the Bitcoin long ETF. And you can see since it's come out, it's just been going consistently down, right? It's down about 80%. But now Bitcoin in the great, because this came out, this ETF right about conveniently enough when Bitcoin started that 2-year rally, bull market, right? Where it went from about 15.8 to 74,000. This thing went from when it opened up at about $40, and it's all the way down here sitting at $7.20 the other day. And look what it's in. It's in the opposite formation, and it's in a falling channel, right? Bitcoin's in this exact same pattern, except it's in the rising form. And we know a falling channel is a bearish continuation pattern, but a bullish reversal pattern at the bottom, and a technical target would be all the way up into this $32 range, $30 range, right? And this is a way you can make money by not selling any of your crypto, but thinking there might be a Bitcoin correction in the Bitcoin price, and you can take advantage of that and try to play this after a massive rally that the Bitcoin price has a 40 or 30 or 50% correction, and the Bitcoin inverse ETF maybe 1x's itself just because Bitcoin goes down 50%. Everybody piles into the inverse or the short of the ETF, right? And you might be able to 1 or 2x your money on a 25 to 50% retracement in Bitcoin, which is very, very healthy and very, very normal in the Bitcoin cycle. And that is 2016, and then where they have it circled. When you're leading up, like I was telling you before, you often have a nice pump. This is the biggest pump ever leading into the halving, but then you have a correction when you get very close to the halving, often 20 to 40%. You can see right here in the circle the first time, right? And then in 2020, you had the nice big pump leading into the halving, and then you had a huge dump and a local capitulation. And now this time again, we've had the nice pump with that rising channel, and I think it's worth looking at and watching or paying attention to. But that Bitcoin ETF is now Bitcoin is down $2,400 or 4%. The XLM is down $700. I did downsize my XL or my algo at about 31 cents. I took out $700, which was my initial investment. So I took out all of my profit. I did sell AMP. I was up 162% last week. So I did take that profit, and I did sell 90% of my H bar. And I put $1,800 now on the side as of Friday because I was up about 150% on Coinbase. So now my positions are coming down. I did not sell any of my XLM, and I did not sell any of my XRP. I sold out $1,800 in profit on the side That way, when the prices go down, if they continue to go down, I can use that money to buy more XRP because I cannot risk selling my XRP or my XLM. If they go under the price that I paid for the coins that I have, I'll just buy more coins, right? That's just how that works. There we go. And you can see the XLM. I wanted to sell it, but then I didn't because I don't want to play the game with XLM. But you can see we had our local double top back here. See this? We had a top with the nut, with the judge, the manipulation, and the orchestration. The Felice Heist and Shiest, you had that top back here back in June with XRP. Then we came down in a long consolidation, and now we're coming up to a double top. We got harshly rejected, and now we even fell through a critical 12.5 cents, and now we don't have any more support till we come down to the bottom part of this 10.5 cents, where it was major support and resistance for the better part of almost a year from last June, right? And if we breach that, we could even come all the way back in a full lateral flush down to 7.5 cents. Now we'd be buying massive amounts of XRM if it did go down there. But I would expect a lot of buyers down here at 10.5 cents. I would even expect a big swing bounce, even something as much as like that. And you could see if you come down here in a big flush down to about 10.5 cents, I could see a big return of 20 to 30% in a quick bounce in XLM if you did retrace that much that quick, right? Because that would be a big retracement. And then the XRP also is having a big retracement, and this has also been in a big rising channel, just like the Bitcoin price the last 12 months. Several points of upper resistance, upper resistance right there. Blow off top with the manipulation and the orchestration with the judge, the Fleece Heist and Shiest you, and an immediate correction and gave back 100% of that gain. Then we came back up beautifully and perfectly to upper resistance, lower support off the big judge move and the flush. Beautifully, notice it bounced at the lower support, got rejected at upper resistance, got beautifully supported at lower support, right? And then this last pump, look at this, almost touched it to a T and got rejected. And now you would expect it to maybe come all the way back down to lower support. But if it breaks to the downside of the manipulation, you're going to come all the way back down to this 37 cents, the same area of support and resistance that in the way back far left machine in time from about June of 22 all the way to about March of 23, we were in that same consolidation for almost a year, and then we came up to the upside, right? Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love to my lovely, beautiful